In today's episode of The People Speak,
very powerful ladies in the society, they find it very hard to submit.
Well, I think the ladies should go
Yes, what I mean is those powerful, influential ladies, it could be, yes, the champion, please.
It's this small gap which I really believe exists, where even that lady who has always been submissive can be tempted to feel like she has arrived and no longer be submissive, can reach a point where she begins to disrespect very softly. So
it all starts from there. Let us be able to define first of all what we call submission, because some people really take submission maybe like intimidation or.
It's very easy if you don't understand the definition of submission itself to feel that, well, now I can provide for the family, now I'm busy as well, now I am, so Vraiment, I don't think that I should be able to do this anymore. Okay? And sometimes it may really not be a problem, but.
And now,
Hello dear viewers, thank you so much for joining us again in this second part of our session, The People Speak Roundtable discussion on controversial topics. Okay, I'm sure each and everyone is excited and we're all willing to hear what each and every panelist has to say this time around. I mean, we had an awesome moment at the beginning, so I'm sure we're going to even have a greater one this time. Sure, right? Okay, let's dive into the discussion. So, we've actually heard people say the PhD ladies. When I say PhD, I mean like very influential ladies, very powerful ladies in the society. They find it very hard to submit. I would like to get a take on this one. Thank you. The floor is open.
Well, I think the ladies should go
Okay. Well, high profile ladies, there's a PhD. Generally, if you already have a PhD, it means you've covered a number of years of education. Yeah.
Okay, let me say something before you continue. When I talk of PhD, I don't necessarily mean the women that have had the PhD certificate. Mm-hmm. Yes, what I mean is those powerful, influential ladies. It could be, the champion, please. Yeah. So I'm talking about those ladies that are influential, rich, very powerful in the society. They may not necessarily be PhD holders, but I mean just those very powerful women that when they pass, I mean you could actually get the sense of their Victoria's Secret body spray from afar. I'm just giving an example, like those very influential women. Do you really think it's hard for them to submit? When I say submission, I'm talking about submission in marriage.
Okay. I think generally there are many case scenarios. But and it springs from your character. If you're someone who is not submissive or who doesn't let people, who cannot really listen from the mindset of another person, it will be hard for you to submit. Okay, and then while saying that, there is this small gap which I really believe exists, where even that lady who has always been submissive can be tempted to feel like she has arrived and no longer be submissive. Why? Because she has got to that point where everybody is listening to her. I mean, when she goes to work, good day, madam. I mean, everybody is just say a word, madam. And it's very tricky. So in as much as we always say that it's either you are either submissive or you're not submissive, like if that's your character, that's how you continue to be. As they say, some people that riches just come to expose some people's character. It's not as if they should be humble. Riches just come to expose their character. So like, if you have been that kind of person, you will be that kind of person. But I think that there is still that gap wherein even that lady who has always had those traits of submission and everything can reach a point where she begins to disrespect very softly. So I think that for every lady in a high position, you should always have a check. Never feel like you are doing it right. Always have a check. Sometimes actually even ask your partner, like, are there some things that have changed? Are there some things that you should draw my attention to? That's the way I look at it.
Thank you very much. I think I would like to hear from the gentleman in the house. Thank you, Becky, for taking the floor.
Okay, she got me. Okay, I think I can say something. Maybe I'm not going to read so much, but maybe what I'm saying. I think that it first should start from us defining what we call submission, because now I think many people take submission to extremes. It all starts from there. Let us be able to define first of all what we call submission, because some people really take submission maybe like intimidation or complete control and all of that. We are seeing things more of like a team with a leader who maybe is not pointing at his casket and saying that you have to do this, but this is what I propose. What do you think? Can we move together towards this direction? That's the first thing. You see submission that way. And a lady is supposed to, let's say, follow from the side. If we should look at it like from the Christian perspective, not like subordinate, like we're working together. I'm leading, but you're on the side. If she's had a tendency to have an advanced study, she's gone high in life, there is always this. It's always possible. It's subtle for it to seep in and even get into a relationship, just like God said. Even sometimes it might not be intentional, not like she decides to do it that way, but because of the way she's been used to carrying herself around her activities, it automatically comes and affects even her relationship. Reason for it's important for us for such people to always in themselves to always ask themselves questions on that. But I can still say I've seen couples, I've seen high profile couples. I have a good number of them around us who have arrived at age, for instance, of academia. You see professors full time, but who still gets up in the morning and does breakfast for the husband. I'm not saying that cooking is solution, but she's that available and she's that considerate and she still listens to her husband. So it's true, going to school, achieving much can, in the long run, be a little temptation for you to want to be a redhead. But it doesn't cancel the fact that okay, you answer certain questions. You can still get out there and still be very, very subtle. You can draw the line between your duties and your home and your duties towards your spouse. So that's what I think.
Okay, I think Ralph wanted to say something.
Well, I think I said most of it already. If I have to add, I think I will be going a little bit backward to what I said a while earlier. Before, I think that our definition of submission was who had more money, or who provided more for the family, or who did protect the family more, okay, or maybe who was more educated. I think back in those days, men were more educated than ladies. Families were used to go to school. Okay, so nowadays ladies go to school, and most ladies are even more rich, or let's say financially more stable, okay, than their husbands or the men with whom they are. And it's very easy if you don't understand the definition of submission itself to feel that, well, now I can provide for the family. Now I'm busy as well. Now I am. So, I don't think that I should be able to do this anymore. Okay. And sometimes it may really not be a problem, but the man's conception of what submission really means, okay, could as well be the problem. The man could feel that, well, my wife is supposed to come back home at 6 o'clock, and maybe the way your wife's job is made, she really can come back and take over. Or my wife is not supposed to spend the night outside. Okay, and then she happens to be a medical doctor or a nurse, and she has to really take calls and stuff like that. So it sounds like the lady is not submissive. Okay, so I think the real problem with having here is with the fact that the cultures are different now. Okay, where the different, I don't know what word to use. But this one in different era, okay, where things are different, and it's really necessary for us to have the right definitions or the right perspective about it. That way, I think we will be able to give the appropriate answer to whether a lady is submissive in her career or her level of achievement, okay, affects her submission.
Okay. If it's meant to be mine, it's going to come back to me. Like if it goes, then it was never mine.
This belief that that something was meant for us, that it will automatically come to us, it will leave us in a position where we will not be able to take initiatives. I think that the lady can actually sense sickness. Okay, I don't really do the unconscious thing.
Let's add something before you continue. I don't think any lady does that.
Maybe not sense signals, but
just imagine a scenario, if I get that question, just imagine a scenario where everybody who was born somewhere was supposed to be married to someone and someone. And then one hustler there so happens to go ahead and take loans. Imagine the chaos that is because I don't think that God, we should all believe in, should miss such a thing. We have the ability to say, this is what I want. This is a problem for me. I don't think that's the best way to approach it.